Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Japan Candy Box. So the first is our Nobel Muscat Sorbet Gummy. As the name implies, these are gummies. They taste like sorbet that is Shine Muscat grape flavored. I do think this will be interesting. We get some of the best gummies on this channel. I don't think we've had this particular brand before, but I'm very curious to see how it turns out. I think it could be amazing. We also have our Pokemon Mega Munix Zero cards with gummies. So these are Pokemon cards with gummies. I think they might be grape flavored, but I don't know for sure. We're going to find out. I think this could be very interesting. With all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Starting with our Nobel Shine Muscat Sorbet Gummy. Yes, we get these names directly from their little pamphlet, and some of these can be a bit of a mouthful. Also, I appreciate the fact that there is a zippy in the top. It makes my life so much easier. Also, I haven't undone the zippy and I can already smell it, and it smells really good. Yeah, the scent is just super strong. So apparently these have kind of a crunchy exterior and a soft interior. I'm very curious to see how this turns out. Japan Candy Box, thank you for sending me these. I need to look into these more. I need to find more by this company. So there's a traditional Japanese treat that we've had a few times on the channel, but not for a while. It's very rare that we get it, and it's usually from Sakura Co. And they're known as kind of like jewel candies. They're the gem candies, where they're crunchy on the outside and very, very soft on the inside. This is almost as soft on the inside as those. The exterior is slightly thinner, but it is very, very similar experience to eating those gem candies. It is very, very similar. The crunch it just crackles beautifully, and it's just very, very sweet. The interior is extremely soft. I don't I don't know that I'd actually call this a gummy. I think it's one of those where it's like, this is the closest kind of name we can get for this. It tastes, texture-wise, it is very much like those jewel candies. So if you've heard of those and you're curious about them, but you're having trouble finding them, this is very, very similar. Very similar. Extremely similar. This feels like a candified version of that, kind of like the Dagashi Mochi. I need to find more of these because this is amazing. If you get the chance to try, highly recommend, just because, again, they're so similar to those. Flavor-wise, it's nice, it's sweet, it's that lovely, lovely muscat grape flavor. It tastes amazing. And I think I need to find out what other flavors they have because, again, it is that texture, and combined with how well they capture that flavor. Highly recommend, and please, if you see this this style of packaging and this brand elsewhere, please let me know it down in the comments below. I need more. I need more. I just need more. Moving on to our Pokemon Mega Munix 0 cards with gummies. Okay. It's kind of interesting. They said 5 cards in their little pamphlet. I think there were 5 potential cards and you got one of them. Japan Candy Box, you might the wording in there could use some work. But here's our little Pokemon card. I'm going to admit that there comes a point in the generations of Pokemon where my knowledge becomes very limited, so I don't know who this is, but they're a cute little one. So we have some little psychic Pokemon that is super cute and adorable. I'm going to set this to the side. And it feels very appropriate that it is a psychic Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure this is grape flavored. So yep, definitely. It is slightly sticky to the touch. It is fun that we have a little Pokeball gummy. Alright. Okay. It's really nice and chewy. It has kind of that purple grape flavor. It is good. It is tasty. It is also definitely something, uh, if it's available, to try, go for it. I think it's one of those where you definitely have to be into Pokemon uh, for it to really kind of be worth it. But it is fun. It is tasty. And it's fun to try. Coach Sosama. So to recap, we tried our Nobel Muscat Sorbet Gummy, which is amazing, and I need more of these in my life. I am going to have to go looking into this company because this is amazing. Texture-wise, it's very similar to those jewel candies. Crunchy exterior, very, very soft interior. Flavor-wise, really nice, really tasty, very sweet. If you're curious about those jewel gummies, or not gummies, jewel candies, the traditional jewel candies, and you're having trouble finding them because they're hard to find, these are extremely similar. Definitely recommend if you're curious about those at all. These are so, so similar. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. We also tried our Pokemon Mega Munix 0 cards with gummies. It's fun. It's tasty. If you like Pokemon, it might definitely be worth it. It is fun getting to see, well, now getting to have one of the Pokemon cards in Japanese. But I do think it's one of those where you have to definitely be interested in Pokemon and getting the card and kind of having the experience for it to really feel worth it, unless it's readily available, such as receiving one of these boxes. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.